Oh yeah, look what I have got for you today. Bit of double trouble action. Repungus and Grotusque. Monsterbots in full effect. Alright, given that these are the Japanese Takara releases, the instructions are a little bit different. No trading card. God, I love me a Transformers trading card. That's essentially what you get. What's really cute though, you get the manga, which is nice. So where's this one? That's Repungus. And that's Grotusque. And then the instructions are on the inside. Fold him open. And here's the pair out of packet. Looking mighty fine. That I'm assuming is, a robot mode thing. That doesn't really matter. Yeah. Great sculpts. Pretty good posability. You can get these out in the front, which is pretty cool. Safer! What's a little disappointing, no moving maniacal mandibles. They're locked in place. So, not a huge deal, but it would be nice if they, moved. I'm obviously not expecting them to shoot sparks or anything. Grotusque looking, well, Grotusque. His claws look pretty cool. Really similar posability. They got those kangaroo baby rat legs going on. A little bit of tail action, wings. There's this peg post pillar that sticks out here. That limits a little bit of his sort of movement. I don't know, it looks a bit strange. But you get enough. You're going for the whole kind of team effect. Now the gimmick here is obviously that these two are headmasters. I don't know why they have these animal faces. I mean, it tracks with them being Monsterbots and all, but that one's a little bit lost on me. These are much more painted than your standard headmasters were in the Hasbro release, so that's pretty cool. Another feature I quite like with these guys is that to store their headmaster, they get to go in the chest. Right, just gotta peg their legs down, bend them in. And they get to sit in the chest, Power Rangers style. Similar deal with Grotusque. They've made this piece translucent, unlike on their Bro Twinferno, so it just feels that little bit cooler again. So same deal. Get him in a seated position, and then boom. He gets to perch inside and pilot it. And you just get a little cheeky hint of him through there. So, let the creature feature continue as we get into some ghastly comparisons. Dun 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 dun. G1. So the Monsterbots all had a pretty exciting action feature that I might need to turn off the lights to give you the full effect. Hang on a second. Are you ready for this, monster lovers? This beast has quite the bite. Yeah, that's right. He's legitimately spitting sparks. Safety first! So, first we've got Grotusque with Grotusque. As you can see, mine is suffering badly from yellow plastic syndrome. The struggle is real. Raise awareness. Pretty good, in my opinion. Like, these claws are definitely cooler, so he's beefed up in that department. Strange, hairy, scaled legs, yes. Giving him white feet, which I understand. I get it, that's a good paint up. The blue throat thing. What I think is a shame is that these pieces aren't white. And that he didn't get the little double tail. Oh! His wings are sturdier. Alright, next up we've got the Roppongi. This is pretty good. Got that. Oops. Did I fold that away? They've got their same Sather thing going on. Painted eyes, translucent eyes. It's cool. I get it. I dig it. This Repungus does still have the tail because of a mold sharing thing. I can forgive that pretty easily. In fact, consider it forgiven. Everything's forgiven. I don't care. I'm so glad we got these. I'm so happy that we've got some Monsterbots. I don't know if anyone's noticed, but I have said a few times that beast modes, monster modes, animal modes, they do make me much more likely to actually transform them back and forth because you know, it can come up in a fight. Like, I can understand there'd be times where being this is better than being a robot. Like if you're trying to open a can of beans, or if, you know, you've got door knockers coming around or something. I don't know. Of course, we can't leave out double cross. I am doubly cross. Cross. This is what it's all about, getting the three of them together. That's an awesome little, I don't know, underground, unsanctioned, unlawful operations crew.
I was torturing Autobots late one night when my eye beheld a fateful sight. For my victim on the slab began to rise, and suddenly I surmised the Monsterbots! I'd made the Monsterbots! The Monsterbots! I tortured them lots! The Monsterbots! They were out for my blood! The Monsterbots! I created these thugs!
So, this is how they shape up in monster mode. Let's give robot mode a go. Alright, so given that I'm somewhat familiar with the transformation from his mold mate, I'm just going to try and give it a go. See what comes out of it. Take that gun off. Fold these legs around because they're going to become the feet. That part I am sure of, because I think these actually share common pieces. At least they definitely look like they do. Alright, get unplugged. These plug in much more securely than they did on double cross. What the hell? I wasn't sure if I was doing it right for a second, but that is in really quite snugly, which is good. Good, I suppose. Fold that out of the way. There we go. Flip these legs down. Chuckity cha cha. And get these feet flipped around. I still think this is just such a clever way to do the feet with these guys. Flip them down. And there you've got his legs sorted. Maybe his legs all sorted. Alright. Now I'm going to assume that this comes back and sits there. This has the look of a chest piece to it, so actually let's make sure we get out his little head, bro. Come on, cat face. Alright, close that up. Oh crap. Maybe I was mistaken about what to do with this. No, I was right. Unless this flips around. Alright, then these arms. Will they come around this way? Those fold down. Get that hand out the way. Let's get his actual hand flipped out. Oh, no handouts! So that must, yeah. Okay, cool. One arm. Come around here and do the same thing. Yeah. A roundedy round. That's actually really cool that that closes in. You can go up to still get full range. I really like that. That's a nice touch. They didn't have to do that at all. Put him there. This really should flip up. Come on, what's going on here? Oh, I was being too gentle. That's not like me. You're not going to hear that too often. So there he is transformed. That's his body. Then this may come as a shock to some of you watching at home, but you do this. Now it's a head. He doesn't want to play along. There we go. Yeah. He's a face backwards kind of guy. That is a really cool head sculpt. I like how, you know, it's not just your standard kind of face, that broader nose, a little bit of accent and trim around the side. That's awesome. And then that little paint decal in there really does make a big difference. Wings back or forward, I think out. It's cooler. Lean into it, you guys are monsters, have the Dracula wings. Let's get these off. You can give him a double blaster or single guns. I'm going to opt for double gun because that's what his, you know, G1 self had. When unsure, just G1 it. Seeing that bit in his throat's a bit weird. But that's whatever, that's cool. So, in terms of articulation, he has it, you know. It's pretty standard action figure-y action. I'm not going to go through it all. That's a panel, that skirt panel lifts up so we can get legs. Bendy, bendy. No tilty, tilty. Twisty, twisty. Waist twist. Nah. You know, there you go. Pretty standard. So another cool feature of Grotusque is he's got these tabs here, which correspond to these tabs on his weapons. So you can still get that same G1 style silhouette. Very nice. Oh, that sounded like Borat, but it sort of didn't, really didn't mean it to, I promise. Now, let's take a look at Repungus, shall we? Repungus is one that I was really excited for, because the kid I went to primary school with, he had a Repungus. Actually, I might take these off first. Yeah, this kid at school, he had a Repungus. I never had any of the Monsterbots as a kid. I've got them all as like an adult collector, an adult connoisseur of the plastic arts. But, oh, come on, you bastard. Is it me? What am I doing? Well, yeah, whatever. But yeah, he had one, and I can remember him bringing it to school and just thinking it was awesome. So I'm super keen to be getting an updated version. Same deal. They all have the exact same legs. Different toes, which is nice. I will point out, though, they do all have this piece exactly the same. So all three of the Monsterbots have those strange, hairy chicken / cucaracha. Cucaracha? Yeah. Alright, this is pretty cool. Again, because things are about to get covered up, we want to go ahead and get our little head friend out. Come on, friend. Don't be shy. Put him to the side for now. Close that back up. I'm going to fold in these bitty bitties. Make sure they sit in place. And then, I'm not quite sure how this is going to pan out. I see. It collapses in on itself. That's pretty cool. That's very cool, actually. So that'll collapse down and around. So that's going to give him that buffed out, spectacular Johnny Bravo-y kind of look. Then these arms just come down, come around the back, fold out his hands. Same on the other side. Symmetrical transformation. And then you've got like the bug-headed boy. That could be like his superhero alias mode. Except that I guess people would know both. So this, I think, will just collapse down on itself. And there's a couple of pegs just there to help secure his juggernaut hat in place. Same deal with this head. That's hard to look at, to be honest. That's a lot of lemony yellow coming at you. But anyway. Let's go ahead, plug this in. That went in easy. He's a forward head boy. And then we've got Repungus. The wing bits, which is cool, something the G1 figure didn't actually do, can be used as cool, glowy blade things. I like to think that they've got some kind of like, I don't know, they're coated in like some kind of cyber venom that corrupts. Or like, I think, doesn't he, his G1 bio, I think it might say he dries out people's energy. No, that's Repungus, never mind. I don't know what. That's Grotesque rather. I guess Repungus is just a Jerkenheimer. Wow! So how cool is that? Another thing I really dig about Repungus is he has some of my most favorite weapon storage that I've seen in years. It just looks so cool. So if you just take out his Chaos Blades, alright, come around to the back, you got this peg and this port. So they're to correspond to the different halves of his, his weapons. So that plugs in like that. Then you come over here, this one tabs on. And not only do you get like the G1 kind of feel to the wings, it just looks really badass as a way to carry your weapons. They just look sick. And it's like, whew. Well, no, that was a failure. But that's sick, I dig it. Now, obviously I would be remiss in my duties if I didn't also do G1 robot mode comparisons. Ugh. That yellow head is so hard to look at. I'd have forgiven them if they went for a slightly different shade. Although maybe others would not have. Some slight colour discrepancies in transformation stuff, but there's no denying that he's the same guy. You can kind of create the same wing silhouette. He's got the mandibles over the shoulder, which is cool. The pecs of doom. So I guess he's kind of like Arnold and Franco. Franco is like a child. On the day come to me for advices. Hey Arnold, I want to be big and have the big muscles. Then Franco, all you need to do is pull off your own head. It's really simple. Pull off my own head. I don't know if I can do it. I did it, Arnold. That's how you beat Franco. That's how you win on the day. It's how you just give him the wrong advices. Just a really cool modernization. I really dig it. Woo! Here he is next to his G1 self in robot mode. Oops. Whatever. You can both come up now. I think they've done a pretty cool job. Similar shapes in the stickers. Similar colours through. You got the white thighs, yellow thighs. Similar designs on the shoulders. What I like as well is how they've managed to get the slickness in the head sculpt. I don't know where they came up with this nose, but I dig it, but you know. And most importantly, here they are with Twinferno / Double Cross. That, I always think of Repungus as the leader. I don't know why. But here's the three of them together at long last. And the three of them do look really solid together. You can throw out some great shapes. I think sometimes when it's like figures that are kind of stretched out a little bit like this with different releases and kind of different formats to get all three, you get worried that there might be some kind of like, not necessarily quality issues, just aesthetic differences, but these three go together just perfectly. One just can't help but wonder about the sort of fringe shenanigans three guys like that might get into.
Okay guys, this way. I think we might have lost them for now.
I hope you're right, Chromia. I don't know how much longer we can do this.
Guys, maybe not in front of the minicons, okay? We've just got to get them through. Surely we can take a break. They're absolutely exhausted. I don't know how much time we bought coming down here, but it's not enough.
My scanner shows something's coming up quick.
Let's move.
We gotta go. Let's go now, run!
We might be able to hide in here. I'm not sure. We just gotta keep moving. Okay. Is everyone here? Are we all accounted for?
I think so. Tailgate's just checking our exit.
Well, guys, I think we might have actually pulled this off.
They found us! Get out!
For bots like this.
Leave them alone.
Yeah, get your hands off them, you disgusting deceptive freaks. I am the one giving the orders around here. You'd be wise to remember it.
Why, if I could get my hands on you, I'd do anything to get free right now.
I don't see how it would matter. After all, it is 5-2. Who dares?
Who did that? Where'd that even come from?
You didn't say anything, right?
Less talking, more smashing.
Who would dare defile the sanctity of my hunt? Thanks for the assist. Who are you guys?
We used to be the Firebots, but now you could say we're a little more monstrous.
Monsterbots, to me. It's time to form Abominus.
Oh, that was a spooky surprise.
Yeah, luckily we have a couple of surprises of our own.
Oh my god, he's turned into a monster. We can't stop him. Lady, I think we've seen worse.
Just get it already. The words is my thing. Our thing. Yes, it's our thing.
I got one. Make a wish.
We think that's it.
You saved us. I don't know how we can ever repay you.
I can think of a couple of things.
Chromia, thank the primes we found you.
Who are those disgusting deceptive freaks? Get away from them!
No, guys, it's not what you think.
But this is what we thought would happen. Grotesque, Harry.
Guys, wait! This is what always happens. Ain't no joke here.
Quick sideswipe after them on an Optimus. Sideswipe, no, Optimus. They helped us. They saved us.
Oh, yeah. Were we the real monsters after all?
They saved us.